Hi, this is my presentation on the co-evolution of dragonflies and flies for our evolution research project. So imagine a high-stakes game of survival where every move could mean life or death. So this is the reality of the interactions between dragonflies and their prey, flies. This topic is fascinating not only for its biological implications, but also for how it reflects Darwin's principles of natural selection. Today, I'll present how the adaptations of dragonflies and flies exemplify these principles and why studying their interactions is crucial for understanding evolution. So, why does it matter? We will be able to get an understanding of the predator and prey dynamics, shedding light on the broader ecosystem and how species evolve in response to each other. We can also look into the ecological impacts as key players in their habitats. There's changes in dragonfly or fly populations that can indicate shifts in ecological balance. And this research could also inform conservation strategies, particularly in maintaining healthy ecosystems where these species thrive. To the right is an image from a study to exhibit the classic and modern view of predator and prey interactions and follows the idea that since the consumption of prey feeds directly to support predator physiological needs, then physiology then directly determines predator morphology. So we see the relations between predator and prey. So co-evolutionary dynamic. Co-evolutionary is defined in this example because dragonflies and flies have evolved alongside each other, constantly adapting to each other's strategies. So the key question is, how do specific adaptations of dragonflies influence the behaviors and survival of various fly species? The theory is the evolutionary adaptations of dragonflies and flies are driven by evolutionary dynamic, where dragonflies with enhanced hunting capabilities exert selective pressure on fly populations, leading to the development of more effective escape mechanisms and behavior. To summarize the hypothesis, enhanced hunting strategies in dragonflies lead to the development of better escape mechanisms in flies, meaning we would look into their morphological changes, examining the relationship between specific dragonfly adaptations and corresponding changes in fly behavior and traits over generations. I was thinking maybe we look into a more older body of a mosquito or dragonfly compared to how they are now and how that affects their flight behavior. Methodology overview. So for the data collection, we'll gather data on hunting strategies, flight behaviors, and survival rates through field studies and controlled experiments. So far, there are many studies, or even a simulation was done to create scenarios that concluded that predators can find a reasonable level of sustainability along with their prey, and coevolution of predator and prey brings about stable ecological systems. We'll be able to compare predator-prey interactions in different environments, comparing their behaviors. There's many interesting readings, such as one from Oxford that touches on the role of natural selection and coevolution that can be applied to dragonflies and flies, and articles that investigate how dragonfly hunting strategies changed based on the availability of different fly species, highlighting the predator-prey dynamics. And many studies are done. Very interesting. So it'll be easy to find articles and studies that have been done to show this relationship. So the expected results, the interactions between dragonflies and flies, like I said, provide a compelling example of Darwin's 5 principles of natural selection. Excuse me. So first, for variation, we observe different traits in both species, from the hunting techniques of dragonflies to the escape strategies of flies. Inheritance is visible. These traits are passed down through generations, shaping the populations in response to predation pressures. There's overproduction, so both dragonflies and flies produce numerous offsprings, leading to competition for survival. There was that question in class of, well, why don't predators run out, prey, or Vice versa. Well, if the predators were to run out, then we wouldn't have the prey, vice versa. So there's a struggle for existence. The competition drives the ongoing battle between predator and prey, where only those with advantageous traits thrive, which makes you wonder, okay, so does that mean that the flies are getting faster because the dragonflies are getting faster? Is the other way around? Are the flies becoming faster so they don't get eaten by dragonflies? There's differential survival and reproduction. As a result, dragonflies with better hunting abilities and flies with more effective escape mechanisms are more likely to survive and reproduce. My predictions, anticipation that the dragonflies with advanced hunting techniques will correlate with increased flight agility in flies. Observations would be that the findings will illustrate a clear pattern of adaptation driven by the selective pressures of predation. Counter arguments. It is essential to acknowledge that environmental factors, not just the predator prey dynamics, can influence these behaviors. There's a lot of literature support, how I mentioned. Previous studies have shown mixed results regarding the direct impact of predation on prey evolution, suggesting a need for a nuanced approach. Um, Previous studies have shown this relationship, but there's also just such a complex thinking behind this because, flies, the fly responses may not always be caused by predator. Factors such as stress, group behavior, or environmental cues can influence their escape strategies, complicating the understanding of their adaptations. So this would go against the idea of, against the theory of, oh, it's because of the dragonflies that the flies are behaving or they're doing this. So, in summary, the interactions between dragonflies and flies serve as an excellent case study for showcasing evolution through predator prey relationships. The observable variations in traits, such as hunting techniques in dragonflies and invasive strategies in flies, highlight the dynamic nature of coevolution. This relationship exemplifies key evolutionary principles, demonstrating how selective pressures lead to adaptations that enhance survival and reproductive success. The ongoing struggle for existence between these two species illustrate the constant push and pull of natural selection, where each adaptation triggers a corresponding response. By examining these intricate interactions, we gain deeper insights into the mechanisms of evolution and the complex web of life. This case not only enriches our understanding of evolutionary biology, but also underscores the importance of studying predator prey dynamics in the broader context of ecosystem health and biodiversity. Overall, this feature will just deepen our understanding of the natural selection in action and the complexities of ecological relationships. Thank you very much. Let me know if I am way off topic or any questions, and I hope this was interesting enough to become our next research project.